Hello, my friend. Geeta here. So let's talk about anxiety and you and COVID and fear and anxiety and you, because I have news for you. You're not alone if you have been feeling anxious and fearful and you feel like you're stuck in that cycle, particularly if COVID is a big trigger for you. Let's talk about it, because I'm a yoga teacher, a wellness activist, and I have been seeing, I also teach music. So all of my students who are coming in, most of them are reporting a certain level of anxiety and fear. And I've got to be honest, the ones that are not self-disclosing anxiety and fear, I'm seeing the anxiety and fear and how they're holding themselves and how they're reacting to life. So one of the best ways and the most simple ways and portable way and free way to help shift our bodies out of that anxious, fearful state, to break that loop, to set yourself free from that cycle, is by simply taking a deep breath. Let's do it now, and then we're going to talk real specifically about how COVID has messed all this up. But first, let's take a deep breath. Just breathe in and exhale. I feel better already. Here's the deal though. Here's where COVID has done a major mind on all of us, all right? It has done a total job on us. And I do not think that this is being recognized, talked about, or acknowledged, but it is a subconscious way that COVID has been fracturing our relationship to our breath. Your body takes something like 20,000 breaths a day, just without you even thinking about it, right? But COVID, its method of transition is through the air, and we bring it into our body through the breath. So right there, without us even consciously thinking about it, the very thing that we depend on for life itself is now, in some ways, a little bit of a threat, or a big threat, depending on where you're at. Right? So that method of transmission of the virus itself has led to this like subconscious breath instability. So if part of what you're feeling is that anxiety, it's like, yeah, when the air you breathe can carry something that will potentially make you very ill, or can lead to serious debilitating effects or possible death. You wonder why you're feeling a little anxious and fearful. That's your brain reacting, going, the thing I count on for life itself is now a threat. That's a total mind F, right? And then we're being told to stay distance, keep distance, don't let someone breathe on you, don't hug someone. And they're not saying don't hug someone because it transfers through the skin. It's because usually when you hug, you go, oh, I love you, it's so good to see you, I missed you, and everyone's talking and breathing right in the same space. So right there, we're like, oh, I can't breathe the air of other people. That's not safe. So now our ability as social animals to express non-verbally our sense of being together has also been cut. And then if you're like me, I live here in coastal Massachusetts, we wear masks all the time when we're outside of the household. I teach yoga wearing a mask. I teach clarinet, if you can believe it, wearing a mask. So those masks make it hard to breathe. I don't care. People say you get used to it. Yeah, you get sort of used to it, but your body is still feeling that sense of difficulty, even if it's minor difficulty, of breathing through that mask. It's like this constant reminder at that subconscious level that that thing you count on for life itself is dangerous. And we're all in this same boat together. Let's take another deep breath and remember how free we are to breathe. Breathe in. Exhale fully, slow and smooth. So, this insecurity in our breath must be healed. Our mental health and our physical health have been treated like two separate entities during this pandemic, and that's total BS, because your body doesn't know the difference between mental health and physical health. It's all one interconnected system of neurotransmitters and hormones and heart rate and blood pressure. It's all interrelated. So if you want to help your physical health and your mental health, take some deep breaths and heal this breathing insecurity. I'm going to teach you a little technique in just a minute, but let me tell you this. When you're in a state of that fear and anxiety, even that low level like COVID pandemic anxiety, your brain is in this fight, or your body rather, your nervous system is in a fight or flight situation. Your sympathetic nervous system is firing stress hormones. It's firing to get you out of danger. But over time, that stress response can decrease your immunity, lead to all kinds of cardiovascular issues, gastrointestinal issues, digestive issues, on and on and on and on. So many physical disorders stay when we stay in that anxious state. However, when you take a deep breath, let's do it again. And out. When you take a deep breath, it triggers your body to have a different response, which in turn makes your mind calm the F down. You stimulate this wonderful nerve, the vagus nerve, that runs from your gut to your brain, and it stimulates that vagus nerve in a way to shift your nervous system response out of that like panic mode to what they call the parasympathetic mode, which is the part when that part of your nervous system is turned on, your body can rest and digest. That's when it does the repair work to repair all that stress that's happened to your body. When you live more often in that state of parasympathetic nervous system activation, inflammation goes down, immune markers go up, heart rate goes down, more oxygenation happens to all the cells of the body. And in turn, your mind becomes more calm and you feel better. So if you'd like to heal your fear and anxiety, take a deep breath. Let's do it right now. Inhale, fill up full. Exhale, full, complete exhalation. Let it go. I feel good. Here's the deal. You don't need my permission. You don't need a doctor's note. You don't need anything to start using this technique. It's free, it's portable, and it's simple. Let's do like 60 seconds of breathing together here. And then I'm going to give you 4 ways to practice it on your own. Don't just do it with me now. Do it like all day, people. Come on. Either that or just like stay anxious. The choice is yours. But get yourself comfy wherever you're watching this. Get a little settled. I like to just say generally you want the body to be as open as it can. Because if your arms are crossed, your legs are crossed, if you're hunched, your lungs do not have room to expand. And you will not fill up with as much abundant healing oxygen. Let's heal anxiety and fear right now together. Get your body aligned. And you know how like when you fill up a cup with water, you pour in and it fills from the bottom to the top? Think of your breath like that. We're gonna just imagine, even if your body doesn't do it that way, it's cool. Just imagine that you can fill up like you're pouring in healing oxygen from the bottom of the lungs to the top. Then when we exhale, we'll exhale from the top down to the bottom. It's kind of a cool image of like pouring water into a cup and then pouring it out, if that works. If not, just breathe. So get yourself aligned, kind of relax a little bit, let your hips relax. See if your belly can soften a little. Maybe your shoulders can relax, the hands relax, even the jaw, just kind of make a little space for that breath. And then just take a breath in, fill from the bottom to the top. And then exhale the collarbones, heart, and low ribs. Then inhale, feel coming into the low ribs, filling up like a balloon. Heart, fill up to the collarbones, fresh, healthy oxygen. Exhale from collarbones, heart, low ribs. Let's do that again. Fill from the bottom, middle to the top. Exhale, top, middle, bottom. You can breathe out of time with me. It doesn't matter. I'm just modeling the pace. You can breathe faster, slower. Just follow, feeling that you're filling from the bottom to the top. And a slow exhalation, top to bottom. If you can, through the nose, because that will slow the air down, warm it up, and also clean it. But if you need to breathe through the mouth, then breathe through the mouth. Your body knows what it needs. Breathe from the bottom to the top. Slow, smooth exhalation from the top to the bottom. Fully empty the lungs all the way so you can get rid of that stale air. And then draw in fresh oxygen on the next breath in. Imagine it going to every cell in the body, refreshing and recharging, and then exhale top to bottom, getting rid of anything you don't need. One more breath from the bottom to the top. Bottom, heart, collarbones. Exhale, collarbones, heart center, low ribs. Sit for a sec. Whoa. Boom. There it is. Breathing is nice, huh? So it's that simple. Here's the deal. If you do that for 5 minutes when you're laying in bed in the morning, and my friends who have kids, you know, as soon as they hear you're awake, they will find you. So just lay there, don't move, and do 5 minutes of breathing. Do it first thing when you wake up and right before you go to sleep. I like to sometimes, if I like to do it in silence, just set a timer for 5 minutes and just say, I'm just going to breathe deeply and intentionally for 5 minutes. And then when the timer goes off, you're done. If you get dizzy during it or it starts to feel weird, just let the breath kind of go back to normal. And then when you feel like you can enter back in again, enter back in. Another really, really great way to do it if you don't want the silent route is I'm going to put a couple of songs below this. I'll link to 2 songs. One that's a mantra. A mantra is very, very powerful organizing energy. And speaking as a music therapist, anytime you use music that has a very regular, sedative, repeating pattern that goes at a slow pace like this, it helps your body to entrain and become more relaxed. So I'll link to a song that uses steady rhythm, steady tempo rather, and a mantra combined with it, which is very focusing for the mind. And I'll also link another song that's more instrumental that has that nice sedative music characteristic, but they're short. I'll try and find ones for you guys that are like 3 to 5 minutes. So you just put on that song, either one, the one with the mantra or the instruments, and just lay there, listen to the music, and breathe slowly and deeply. This can have a profound effect on your mental health, on your physical health, and bringing those two into harmony with one another. It is time for us all to heal this fear and anxiety that has become our default setting. Enough already. We know how to manage ourselves. And if you can manage your fear and anxiety using this beautiful technique that you have right in your back pocket right now, like, let's do it. So become a peaceful breather along with me, and do me a favor, drop me a comment below and let me know which technique you're using and how it's working for you. Either silence, do you prefer silence? Do you prefer the mantra, the one that has like a voice repeating a nice healing phrase, or is like the instruments your jam? Drop me a comment below, because it helps me to teach you guys. If I know like, hey, people are digging this, they're digging that, they want more of this, more of that, drop a comment below. Let's support each other. By you dropping a comment, you let someone else know like, hey, I took the leap. I took some deep breaths today. That will give them the courage to try too, because we really are all going to have to do this for each other. You're not going to get this kind of news on the front page of the newspaper. They're not going to publish anything about healing yourself with deep breathing. It is up to us to do it for one another. So breathe with me. Drop a comment below. Let us all know what you're doing for your breathing practice, and let's lift each other up. Much love to you. This is Geeta signing off from 3 Dog Farm. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Peace to you.